President Trump caused quite the ethical kerfluffle. That's a mouthful. As he promised a dinner this week to a specific number of top holders of his Trump meme coin that was launched on January 17th of this year. Hey, it's Professor Chris from Beacon, and sadly I'm not going to that dinner, but the events that led to what I call the dinner squeeze has been since the week of the election are extraordinary. So one thing to note, because this all happens in decentralized finance and in crypto, the identity of the people coming to dinner is unknown. We know wallet addresses that bought, but we don't exactly know who owns those wallets. But what they do get is they get to hear from the president, and some actually get into his ear. And even better, one tier actually gets a personal tour of the White House, something that only gets done to important people in this world. But the interesting stat that came out is that, amongst the top 200 or so holders that spent money to buy enough Trump to qualify, most of them spent an average of $1 million to get that seat, with Justin Sun being the overall top holder, which makes sense as he's also now on the board of World Liberty Financial, another Trump family property in DeFi. So ethically, there's a lot to unpack here. As per president, there's emolument clauses, benefits clauses, etc. But here's the thing. Nobody owns DeFi. And with regards to jurisdiction in so many ways, you could actually think that this dinner was more of a fundraiser, because they even say on the website, buying this coin is really just for supporting President Trump. Now, I'm absolutely not a lawyer, but then again, President Trump's never one to stick to decorum or precedent, often finding ways to blaze his own trail here in the annals of presidential history. So what do you think? Would you spend $1 million for a dinner like this? Let me know in the comments. Want to know how to build $1 million in crypto? Follow along with the links in the bio.